It's time for a haul. It's time for a haul, guys. How y'all doing? It's me, Canosaurus here, and today I have some new Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Dino Rival figures. And I thought, you know what? Let's show them to you guys, because you guys care for some reason. Or maybe you don't. Maybe I'm assuming. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Don't know what to say during 2019, you know what I mean? Anyway, my first half of this haul I got about 2 weeks ago. And it's finished off the Dual Attack figures. So I got the Triceratops. Ooh. This figure's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I definitely prefer it over the 2018 version. Just prefer the color scheme, the sculpt, it's more dynamically posed, and I'm not a fan of dynamic posing, as Safari learned. But when it's a subtle dynamic pose, like this, I can get behind it. And it has this epic action features. Oh my god, it's got 2 buttons instead of 1. But yeah, this is a nice figure, I like it. And definitely a good addition to the collection. Next is the Concavenator. Oh my god, this is my favorite medium carnivore from the entire line. It's awesome. It's awesome. We have this chomp, the standard chomping feature, and we have a little tail whip. But that's not the thing that's cool about this. The thing that's cool about this figure is the awesome sculpt and the really cool color scheme. God damn, it's really, really cool. And Concavenator is such a cool and obscure dinosaur species anyway, which we found a stuffed or statue version of it in Fallen Kingdom, so it's nice to get it. It doesn't look exactly like this, but looks pretty similar. So yeah, definitely a worthy addition to the collection. Really, really good. I recommend this for any of you guys out there. If you're not a big fan of Mattel's own designs, this is one that is kind of their own design, but still heavily inspired by the film version. Now my next part of the haul I got about a week ago, and I finished out the Attack Pack figures that are available in the UK as of right now. So no Charlie, no Musaurus, you know, stuff like that. Mononychus eventually. None of that, but the other stuff. So starting off, we have the Protoceratops repaint. Really like this guy. I'm a big fan of the color scheme, and I love that it has eyes. See these? They're on living creatures. The other one didn't have any, so it's nice to have some eyes for once, and it really does complement the other one really well. So let's put the two ceratopsian boys together. Huh, they're so cute. Next is the last figure from Wave 1 of the Attack Packs. I know they're all Wave 1, all 6 figures, but from the original 4 figure wave of Wave 1. Delta. Now, this is a very controversial figure, because it doesn't really look like Delta. But I don't mind. Half the time you see Delta is in the dark, and when you do see Delta, it's a very brownish kind of meh color anyway, so I don't mind this. They have the patterning right anyway. Just the base color scheme below should have been a brown color, but it's Delta. It's definitely better than the Hasbro one. In fact, no, it shouldn't have been brown. It should have been green. Delta's like green with green, so I don't know. Still, the Hasbro one wasn't too accurate either, so still prefer it over that. At least it has, you know, these boys, sickle claws. So yeah, good figure. Now onto the last two. These are the 2 more exciting figures. Here we have the Herrerasaurus repaint. I love it. It's my favorite of the Herrerasauruses. This repaint is an awesome color scheme. I mean, just look at it. Look at that back. Look at that back, though. Damn, baby got back. Jeez, oh. A little bit less exciting on the head. I mean, it's one solid color as opposed to having patterning. But the back color scheme and the tail, oh my god, this thing's really good. I love it a lot. I prefer the battle damage sculpt. However, I don't though, because its arms are really loose and annoying, whereas, you know, the Attack Pack version's arms are sturdy, they stay in place. It's a reliable sculpt, so yeah, good addition to the collection. My 3rd Herrerasaurus now. Please don't make any more, Mattel. I love them, but I don't need 4. And last but not least is a new species for the line, Saurus. This is probably the smallest carnivore. This is probably the smallest carnivore released so far, and it's the hardest to stand. I always have trouble with this guy, especially out here on like a slanted surface. But anyway, the Saurus is a really cool figure. Love this new species. It's so plain, like sculpt wise, while being really detailed, and it also has that Amazing color scheme. This is like level 40 Indominus kind of color scheme. Really, really cool. And he stands better inside than he does here on this slanted outdoors table. But that's a problem. Like, he's really back heavy because of that, like, fairly decently sized tail. So yeah, while this guy has a lot of flaws, he's also a really, really cool figure. And if I can just get his feet better balanced, it would be perfect. But right now he's falling a little short of expectations. Still a beautiful figure and amazing sculpt. Everything about it is great. It just doesn't stand. It can stand on a flat surface, but like I said, out here it's slightly slanted and he just kind of shits the bed. Let's try here. Glorious! So ultimately, what do I think of these 6 figures? I think they're really, really good. All the new ones are improvements on their last versions, except for maybe the Velociraptor Delta, but whatever. It's definitely an improvement on the Hasbro one, just because the Hasbro one sucked ass. But all of them, really, really good. Love them. And they were all worth my money, and I recommend you pick them up. So that's it for today's haul, guys. I guess the next one will be whenever I decide to spend another £60 on figures. So until next time, see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man.